Welcome back. Today we will be talking about stress. Stress is a huge topic, I know, but let's find out how stress can influence development of anxiety and what we can do about it. Stress, overwhelm, fear, anxieties, they're all normal part of our life, everyday life today. And I know that each one of you have been exposed to stress, definitely more than one time in your life. Because stress is just normal part of the life because it's produced as a response to the changes and challenges in the life. So small amounts of stress is okay, it's good. It will motivate us to really perform better in different parts of our lives. However, different emotional situations, extreme changes and emotional extreme situation in life can produce those very intense feelings of stress that can be present there for a long period of time when we're talking about chronic stress. So there is that fine line between that good, small amounts of good stress and that chronic stress that we can be under. Chronic stress can be manifested in many different ways, and from, let's say, mental health issues like anxiety to different symptoms like pains, like headaches, stomach pain, heart issues, and many different illnesses. So research today definitely has shown that stress have a huge influence on development of many different diseases and symptoms in our lives. So what you need to do? So what you need to do to work on your stress? First of all, you need to identify that you are under the chronic stress. If you can't see that, if you don't want to admit, you need the help of your family, of your friends, or support of your doctor, of your naturopath, of some other practitioner. Second of all, you have to find good techniques to manage that stress. So some techniques will work for you, for other person won't work. So you have to identify techniques that will be good for your management of stress. So that's the good news, that stress is manageable. Another good news is that stress is also preventable. Chronic stress is preventable because we can identify what are those situations in our life that causing a stress in our life. If we identify those situations, then we can look at those situations and change outlook on those situations. We can look at those situations more positive, with more positive eyes. We also then can implement some techniques that we can manage those situations much better than we did before. And we can also change the response to those situations that causing a stress in our lives. So for example, none of us were planning to be under the stress and under the lockdowns in the last 2 years. But for lockdowns caused lots of stress for many people. But many people found ways how to change the outlook and perception of those of the lockdowns and find a better way to respond to that situation that they couldn't change in their lives. I hope you understand better now how stress can influence the development of your anxiety and going into the deeper ends of your anxiety. I'll see you in my next video, and for now, have a beautiful day.